My latest custom build here started off as an EMERBU Toys MK8. So that's a BOHAN MK8. And, EMERBU already gives you the metal gears, the high-speed motor. Basically a nice upgraded blaster to start with. So I wanted to do a couple things different. I like to try to show you guys different things on all my builds. Performance-wise, I'm 99% sure I upgraded the spring in here, but I'm not quite sure what I put in there because I kind of built this in between doing some other things, and I'll be honest, I got distracted. So I'm not 100% sure. And there's a chance that I even left the factory one in there, but we'll see when we do the FPS test, right? But so what I wanted to do here was I figured that I had several of these TG ARP9 stocks that I didn't need anymore because I'd created buffer tube stocks for those custom ARPs or something along those lines. And I was able to make one that actually just fits on and uses the existing, buffer receiver. And then it's got a lock nut just the same way you would put a buffer tube on one of these. And there's still ample room inside here for a battery. And this still telescopes all the way forward as well. There's nothing on either side that restricts it from telescoping, which is kind of nice because I've tried similar things on Gen 8s and there were places where these would hit, so it never worked out. So I did that here, and you can see I mixed the black and the desert tan to kind of go with this. So obviously went with the kind of mixing up the colors. Now this handguard is it's basically a 3D printed handguard, but it's a model of a Krytac LVOA handguard. Different type of blaster. So I had to do some modifications for that to fit, but I do like how it looks. I think it's cool. Obviously, I added some rails to it. Did a nice different style riser than I've done before up here that doubles as your sight because you can see right through it. So that's kind of your backup sight. Then we got the optic up top. That is from CV Life. And again, you can find those on Amazon, pretty reasonably priced options, anywhere from $25 to $50 plus more, but that's kind of where I think the sweet spot is for blasters. Nice little grip out here. Painted that as close as I could to match, and it's pretty good from distance, so that worked out cool. And then, of course, it had the threaded tip on there already, just this little knurled piece to kind of, dress it up a little. Now, this fits on the handguard nut perfectly, right? But then I wanted to make sure it was good and tight. So I have some different spots here that lock up against the metal handguard nut just to keep that on there really nice and tight. Of course, this can be removed and you could put any other handguard on there too. There's nothing that is actually physically attached or any holes or anything like that. Like I said, got the little grip plate right here. Did put a couple rails there in case you want to use them. And like I said, this does even telescope all the way in if you need it to. Overall, I do think it looks pretty cool. Definitely different than something I've done before. I've never used one of these stocks in the past on a V2 blaster or anything like this. So overall, very happy with it. It'll be kind of interesting to do that FPS test since I can't remember what spring I put in there. So that'll be kind of fun to see if I did end up putting something big in there, like an M100, which is possible. So there you go. There's my build. I guess we're calling it an MK8/LVOA. That makes sense with ARP9 stock. And if you got any questions about this, obviously I did some previous videos that talked about the build. And of course, I'll do some videos where I demo it and we test it out and stuff. Questions, comments, post them below. Of course, please like, subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and remember to participate in those monthly giveaways where you can win over $200 in custom blasters and accessories every month on my YouTube channel contests. Thanks for your support.